$100 a month. That's 50% off the unlimited rates of the other guys. It's the best price for unlimited.
Don't let a 1% difference cost you twice as much. Plus, switch and get 50% off Samsung's newest phones.
Think about what you can do with all that extra money.
The all-new 2018 Camry. Toyota. Let's go places.
Coverages now. I can help with this. Got zone coverage, man coverage, combo coverages.
I don't know, Peyton. I think more like the type of coverage that Nationwide offers.
Oh, you want to go there? Home, auto, life, business, farm, boat, RV, ATV.
Third down.
No, we're talking real insurance coverages, Brad. Not third down. Camper, cabin, motorcycle, your tour bus. Did I mention farm?
Well, the Cowboys start with an 8-play drive, and then it ends with the interception by Smith. Oakland has the ball from the 30-yard line. Marshawn Lynch is the running back. Has it over the left side. Nice hole. The typical Lynch running as he pulls his way behind Gabe Jackson for a gain of 9, and back we go to the Smith pick.
Yeah, Navarro Bowman, the key to it. This veteran player understands route concepts. He knew who was most likely to get the ball, turns, faces Dez, made him hesitate for just a moment, and the ball falls right into the lap of Sean Smith.
2nd and 2 now, with the ball at the 38-yard line. Again tries the right side, runs into his own man, and can go nowhere. DeMarcus Lawrence, the first to bust it up. It'll be 3rd down and 5 after a loss of 3.
I tell you, this DeMarcus Lawrence has really turned into a complete football player. Watch him jump inside this outside zone play and still catch up to Lynch. We have seen him in recent weeks. We know what he's done as a pass rusher this season. 13.5 sacks, 2nd in the NFL. But I think his biggest improvement has been against the run. He is non-stop hustle right now and making plays all over the field.
Good then to be in the Pro Bowl. Also a good time to be in your contract year.
Yeah, maybe.
Which he is. 3rd and 5 as they empty the backfield here. Go 5 wide. And Carter gets out in a hurry, and it's too high and incomplete. Jordan Lewis, the rookie, covering on the play. So it's 3 and out after Lynch had set them up with a 2nd and 2, and the Cowboys will be back.
Some of the aggressiveness I talked about in the open here, just these outside corners and how physically they're playing right now. It's a great thing about being young. You haven't been burned a million times during the course of your career. So they're getting up and really challenging receivers and paid off there.
Marquette King, among the leaders in the league, bothered by a groin pull earlier. But he can really bomb him. Bounces at the 30-yard line. And he'll be down just inside the 30. So 6 minutes into the game in Oakland. No score on Sunday Night Football.
So you folks took it pretty hard, huh?
They love country. It really meant a lot to them.
Now the fair on my side, see the snapshot of my life.
This is all trees.
And I will remember you.
Let's bring everyone closer this holiday. Toyota, let's go places.
Enjoy sure you get that on Verizon. It's the most awarded network ever. And if anyone asks, I want a bigger train next year.
Give the gift of iPhone 8 and get one on us.
Introducing Fitbit Ion, the smartwatch designed for fitness.
It's 6 a.m. 40 million Americans are waking up to a Gillette shave. And at our factory in Boston, 1,200 workers are starting their day building on our 100 years of heritage, craftsmanship, and innovation. Today, we're bringing you America's #1 shave at lower prices every day, putting money back in the pockets of millions of Americans. As one of those workers, I'm proud to bring you Gillette quality for less, because nobody can beat the men and women of Gillette. Gillette, the best a man can get.
Critics are all in for Molly's Game, and now it's been nominated for 2 Golden Globe Awards, including Best Actress Jessica Chastain and Best Screenplay Aaron Sorkin.
It's just a friendly game with higher stakes.
Molly's Game, rated R.
Sunday Night Football being brought to you by Nationwide. Nationwide is on your side. By Toyota, let's go places. By Bose, official sound of the NFL. And by Sprint, works for me. Since the 1930s, the residents of Thompson Avenue, nearby Alameda, transformed their street to Christmas tree lane every December. Holly's already done the Christmas shopping.
Absolutely.
Do mine too next.
You helped you a little bit there.
Thank you. From the 32-yard line, the Dallas Cowboys begin their second drive. Give it to Morris. Takes it out to the 38-yard line. So you go back to 2012, you had Morris, a rookie, you had RG3, Robert Griffin in Washington. Boy, they looked like they'd be there forever. So RG kind of flamed out. Morris had 3 good years, winds up in Dallas, and he can be a feature back as he's proven through his career. And boy, he has been a godsend to them in the absence of Elliott.
Yeah, averaging 5 yards a carry. That is certainly one of the top numbers in the league.
Second down and 4 off the play fake, a little dump pass, and that'll result in a first down as Noah Brown makes the catch. A rookie out of Ohio State, Dexter McDonald makes the tackle, and that's the 4th first down of the game for Dallas.
One of the things without Ezekiel Elliott is the Cowboys are seeing more sharks, as they call it, coming after Dak Prescott on these bootlegs. So they're not respecting the run quite as much, and they're really coming after Dak and making sure he can't get outside on the bootlegs. There you saw Bruce Irvin doing exactly that.
On the 46-yard line, Prescott will keep it himself. He slides to a stop as he reaches Oakland territory at the 48-yard line. Man, he can get hurt doing that.
Oh.
He did a couple of weeks ago, in fact, in the Thursday nighter against Washington.
But it puts so much pressure out on that outside defensive end, outside linebacker. You don't have to do that 10 times a game, but just flashing it once a half, all of a sudden defensively you have to play entirely different.
Second and 5, they put a fullback in. That's Keith Smith. In front of Morris. Morris will follow that fullback and turn it back the other way. Nice running to the 41. Well, you know Elliott's going to come back. He'll go right into the starting lineup, so Morris will see his role limited. But this Ron Smith, who we haven't seen yet tonight, has come on, and he's been a big factor.
Yeah, no question. And regardless, watch this offensive line, how they get up and down the field. I mean, there are 3, 4, 5 yards down the field, and if these backs can make that first cut and make that first guy miss, there are some big play opportunities.
Well, Smith, Frederick, and Martin, no strangers to the Pro Bowl, and probably won't be this year either. The 42, they take the end around, a huge hole from Morris, and he takes it inside the 30 for another first down. And that's a gain of 12. Jack Del Rio looks on.
It's a great combination block over here on the left side. These 2 guys are going to get big movement and create a large gap inside, and then Tyron Smith comes down and seals it off. So anytime this offensive line gets it going like this, and then you'll see Jason Witten come around to pick up Morrow, but Either one of these offensive lines tonight could dominate the game.
Lawrence already has 51 rushing yards. They put Ron Smith in the game. To the outside he goes, and he cannot get around the corner. That's Nicholas Morrow, who made a good play defending the pass earlier on that first drive. Makes the stop here for a loss of 3.
Yeah, when you see number 50 out there, think speed. Nicholas Morrow, 4.52, and he gets hit. Watch the way he simply outruns Ron Smith to that point. It looked like Lyle Collins was going to get in front, but just too much Morrow.
Morrow, a rookie from Greenville. Jason Garrett, been coach since 2010. Jack Del Rio, and in his 3rd year at the Oakland helm, 2nd and 13. Little flare out to Smith. Smith takes it to the 27-yard line. So that'll make it 3rd down and about 8.
Mike Tice over there doing a little coaching with this offensive line, former head coach in Minnesota. This is a good bunch up front. Didn't have such a good day last week, though, against Kansas City. It was a rare off day for them. But they certainly can dominate just like Dallas can up front.
Off day for everybody last week in Oakland.
It was.
Against Kansas City. It's routed them. 3rd and 8. Set, look out. Prescott has to dump it. It's incomplete. Nicholas Morrow again. So Morrow has already made 3 big plays tonight. Rookie free agent from Greenville.
Now they got 3-on-2 over here, and then Morrow is going to come split the gap. Travis Frederick unable to get across over there to help against Morrow, and already his speed showing up big time here.
So we'll have a field goal attempt as Dan Bailey comes out. Bailey had missed a few games with a groin pull, 4 games in fact.
Not such a good game for him last week.
No, not at all. Meanwhile, Prescott goes to the bench. They want the play clock to go back to 25, which they set it at right now. Yeah, Bailey coming off the groin pull. Missed 2 field goals, 2 long ones, and an extra point. First time he missed an extra point in his career.
Even when he misses over 50, you kind of go, what?
Yeah. So Garrett chewing with the officials about something. So now we're ready for that 45-yard attempt to try to put Dallas on the board, and he does just that. So 10 minutes into the game in Oakland, the Cowboys take the early lead.
Maybe we should commit with the White House.
Oh, we're going to do this again.
I'm talking about exposing years of government secrets. Is that legal?
What is it you think we do here for a living, kid?
Do you have the papers?
If we don't publish, we will lose. The country will lose. The way they lied, those days have to be over. The Post, PG-13.
On my way to Superman. You're that one that can't ignore. Gonna miss you. Still there. Sometimes I wish we never built this palace for real life. It's never a waste of time.
No, pick up. The all-new 2018 Camry. Toyota. Let's go places.
Name a country in North America. North Carolina.
Ellen DeGeneres presents the biggest game show in prime time. Ellen's Game of Games special preview tomorrow on NBC.
Coming up all week, the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon and Kendrick will be dropping by. So will Christopher Waltz and others on the Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon this week right here on NBC as you look at the Christmas tree in fabled Jack London Square in Oakland. Beautiful night looking down to the Coliseum, which has been around for over 50 years, opened in the mid-60s. Cordero Patterson, always a threat to break one, is back to receive the kick. And that one will go all the way through the end zone. Take a look at the Raider offense right now.
Derek Carr, Fresno State.
Marshawn Lynch, New Oakland.
Michael Crabtree, Texas Tech.
Seth Roberts, Mochi Jordan, 229.
Jared Cook, South Carolina.
Lee Smith, Marshall.
Donald Penn, Utah State.
Coleccio Summer, Iowa State.
Rodney Hudson, Florida State.
Gabe Jackson, Mississippi State.
Marshall Newhouse, TCU.
Very high-priced offensive line. Raiders have invested heavily in that line, but right now they come up 5 wide. They do this more than any team in the league, about 10% of the time, with the empty backfield and they've got action on the right side. That's Newhouse. And who was moving first? Chiefs territory with the answer momentarily.
Smith was about 5 yards down.
Defense, number 90, 5-yard penalty, first down.
Marcus Lawrence.
Well, you want to slow down one of the best pass rushers in the league? Give him some of that hard count. Like Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, all the great ones have that ability.
Collins moving as well. And it makes it first down and 5. The opening drive for Oakland was 3 plays and 5 yards.
Now they go back to the spread formation after power early.
In a hurry, and the catch is made here by Jared Cook. And he's very close to a first down. Carr had a tremendous year last year. Got hurt, broke his leg next to last game, and obviously missed the playoffs. This year, 18 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, and the pass rating is about even with what the league average is, a little under 89.
Don't you wonder what this Raiders team might have done in the playoffs
No
a season
question.
ago?
No question. Went in as the 5 seed, actually had to start a 3rd string quarterback. Connor Cook in the wild card game against Houston and had no chance. 2nd and 1. Flag as Lynch gets taken down for a loss for the moment.
Yeah, the receivers on the bottom side of the screen had an illegal formation.
And Sarato's going to check.
Uh-oh.
Well, what do we have here?
Somebody's hurt, pounding the ground.
Nathaniel Penn, a guy who almost never misses time. He has missed a game in 10.5 years in the regular season. The Oakland left tackle.
When a guy that big and that tough is pounding the ground.
So an injury timeout. Back in a minute.
Our members shop a little differently, so we reward every purchase.
Let's see who kicks it. For you, for all of us.
Atsui, Navy Federal Credit Union, open to the armed forces, the DoD, veterans, and their families.
We are off the box and onto the platform. And that is my final offer. So, what do you say to that, action?
Alexa, rewind 5 seconds.
What do you say to that?
Alexa, rewind 3 seconds. It never gets old.
So you folks took it pretty hard, huh?
They love that trade. It really meant a lot to them.
Now the fair upon my side, the snapshots of my life.
This is all true.
And I will remember you.
Let's bring everyone closer this holiday. Toyota, let's go places.
Only Tylenol rapid release gels have laser drilled holes. They release medicine fast for fast pain relief. Tylenol.
You can tell me that I'm crazy,
It was for some kids
but I won't stop unless one make me.
who can shut off their ears. Silence the praise. Silence the fears.
Tell me I'm not ready.
Cause when push came to shove, they could just rise above.
Tell me I'm not ready.
Moments ago, Donald Penn got up and limped off. You see him there, and we'll show you the play in a moment. His own man, here it is. Kelechi Osemele, the guard, gets him on the back of the ankle, and that's a 330-pound guard. Newhouse goes to left tackle now. They bring in Vidal Alexander at right tackle. The Cowboys declined the penalty, took the play, so it's 3rd down and 3. As Carr empties it again. Cook resets in the slot to the right side. Carr throws, and that's Michael Crabtree a little bit behind him. Goes through his hands, and it's 4th down. And Oakland still without a first down in the game.
Definitely happened before Crabtree was ready, but it happened because Sean Lee was on a blitz, and so Derek Carr knew he was unprotected, had to get rid of the football. And Crabtree just wasn't quite ready, and they mistimed what should have been a very, very easy completion. And maybe a microcosm a bit of their season this year.
A lot of drop passes, not that necessarily would go into that category. It was behind them, but they had dropped a ton. Carr takes this one. Booms this one. Switzer backing up. Flag is thrown. So Switzer from the 18 brings it back to the 25-yard line. Of course, when the flag gets thrown at that point, before the guy even catches the ball, 99.4% of the time, or roughly, it goes against the receiving team.
There was a block in the back. It was pretty easy to see.
50-yard punt. And they're discussing whether they're going to pick the flag up or call it a block in the back, which seemed to be pretty obvious as Carr goes over the tablet. Off to a bad start again this week by the Raiders on offense. Same thing last week when they fell behind it to Kansas City and had no shot.
During the kick, illegal block in the back. Kicking team, number 16. 10-yard penalty added to the end of the run. First down, Dallas.
Wow, that's the 0.6%. Back in 30 seconds.
Something inside me has always been there, but now it's awake. The Force is yours. The Last Jedi AR stickers, only on the Google Pixel camera.
So the time of possession, one-sided. Oakland's run 6 plays. They have no first downs. Rod Smith is the running back here at the 35-yard line. And he gets taken down at the line of scrimmage by Justin Ellis. So sure enough, I say 99.4% of the time, and that's the 0.6% of 1% that it's called on the kicking team.
See, that's the kind of odds that you're magical with. You know?
Oh, yeah.
I've seen you play those odds.
Odds, I know. 2nd down and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Pretty good play by a big guy there, Justin Ellis, slanting one way and then coming all the way back. But we've seen Rod Smith do some really good things the last few weeks in this offense, scoring a lot of touchdowns.
2nd down and 10 from the 35-yard line. Going up at the 40. The Terrence Williams short game Big news, of course, in Dallas is tomorrow. Zeke Elliott comes back. We said to Garrett the other day, is he showing up at midnight or dawn? But the rules say he shows up at 10 o'clock in the morning. But he's been down in Mexico. They think he's in great shape. What do you think?
Say he's been working out. I guess they'll find out tomorrow. But they definitely knew exactly when he was going to be there. They finally had some conversations with him. And the big thing tonight is they have to stay in the hunt. They have to win this game, stay in the hunt, and hope for a little help here down the road.
Elliott's still among the league leaders in rushing despite missing a good part of the season. 3rd down and 5 here. Prescott dumps it off. It's caught by Williams, who's been the main man tonight. That's a 1st down. Run out by Dexter McDonald, and we go to Michelle.
Al, I spoke with Ezekiel Elliott's agent, Rocky Arsenault, before the game. He sent along some pictures of Elliott working out at that resort in Mexico that you mentioned during the suspension. Arsenault, who was with Elliott for part of that time, told me the Pro Bowler added muscle and definitely looks leaner. Elliott was able to do his football activities on a field especially designed for him on one of the resort's driving ranges. He also ran sand dunes and lifted weights. Other mentors visited him, including Eric Dickerson.
And to show one thing, he will be fresh.
Yeah, he looks so much like him. It's unbelievable.
Down the line, it's caught at the 25-yard line by James Hanna, but then the ball comes loose at the end of the play, but it's whistled dead.
Turning on the field as the runner was down by contact. 1st down, Dallas.
Hanna running down the sideline for a big gain here. It's a gain of 31 yards.
Safety Reggie Nelson comes down, and once again the tight end getting up the field, and they can't recover to get back into that deep zone. So that is the second of those flag corner routes, whatever you want to call it, that has burned this Raiders defense. So they like the zone, but the Cowboys have found a little void in that zone now.
Cowboys have gained 135 yards. Oakland 7. A minute to go in the quarter. Smith. His brother Jalen plays on the defense. The linebacker who's the team's leading tackler. It'll be 2nd down and 8 after a gain of 2.
What a game Rod Smith had last week. 160 yards from scrimmage. Big long touchdown pass. 4 touchdowns in the last 3 weeks. And I think he's earned that 3rd down back roll, don't you? I think he's going to be the guy going forward now. I'm sure they're thinking Ezekiel may need a few snaps off, and maybe it'll come on 3rd down.
Smith very good, obviously, in pass protection as well. 81-yard reception last week. 113 yards against the Giants. 2nd down and 7. Play action. That buys time, and then Smith makes the catch, and Smith will pick up the 1st down. Takes it inside the 10-yard line, and the 2nd quarter will begin with a 1st down and goal for the Dallas Cowboys. End of 1, 3-0 Dallas, and Sunday Night Football resumes after these messages.
DirecTV has been rated #1 in customer satisfaction over cable for 17 years running. But some people still like cable, just like some people like wet grocery bags, getting a bad haircut, overcrowded trains, turnstiles that don't turn, and spilling coffee on themselves. But for everyone else, there's DirecTV. For #1 rated customer satisfaction over cable, switch to DirecTV, and for a limited time, get a $100 reward card. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
Some other guys try to fool you with a burger that's more bun than beef. That's it? But Wendy's Baconator, with 6 strips of bacon and more than twice the beef of those bread burgers, is the real deal. So head to Wendy's and taste why the Baconator isn't just delicious, it's deliciously different.
We didn't build them for the red carpet, an artist, or a musician on the other side of the world. It was just about building a pair of boots, the 10061. Until we didn't just get it right, but perfect. And what they're perfect for is up to you.
It's Morse code for Clay.
Sometimes you miss your quiet, peaceful home, so why not give it the protection it deserves?
Something inside me has always been there, but now it's awake. is yours. The Last Jedi AR stickers, only on the Google Pixel camera.
This man, he's wired to protect others. Is how he's built.
They took